Okay, so for week 2, we're going to build on some of the things that we did week 1. So some of the moves will look familiar or feel familiar. There'll be a little bit more challenge, a bit more of combining of 2 moves together, and we're going to also work on that standing clock lunge exercise again near the end because I really like that, and a lot of you like that. Okay, so we're going to start lying down. So go ahead and lie down on your back. So knees bent and feet flat. All right. And just bring your hands again to your hip bones here at the front. Just like last week, we're going to start with a rocking of the pelvis forward and back. So think of tipping your tailbone towards your feet and feel how the lower back lifts a little bit. And then do the opposite. Curl your tailbone towards your nose and feel how the lower back flattens. So you tip your tailbone forward towards your feet, feel the lift, and then curl and feel it flat. So we're rocking the pelvis, the lower back will respond, and you might feel a response all the way up the chain. So the ribs will lift it lower a little bit, the head might not. So if you're finding that you're really holding stiff in your head and neck, try to relax a little to allow movement. As we tip the tailbone forward and down, creating an arch in the low back. And as we curl, flattening through the low back. So try a breath in as we tip forward. And an exhale to curl. So breath in to tip the tailbone forward. And an exhale as we curl the tailbone, flatten the back. And inhale forward. And an exhale to curl. And once more, inhale forward. And an exhale to curl. Come back to the center. So you're not arched, you're not curled. There's a little space under your low back. And the hip bones are aligned with each other. So I'm going to try to keep that position. And from here, just want to get you to sink a little bit into your left bum. So left bum gets heavy. Slide your right leg long and slide it back in. And then make your right side bum heavy. Your left foot is light as you slide it long and slide it back in. Left bum heavy, right leg slides long and slide back in. Right bum heavy, left leg slides long and slides in. Left bum heavy. Now as you slide the right leg long and pull it in, the goal is to keep the lower back really still. So right bum heavy, left leg slides out and in. So keep alternating and keep checking in with your lower back. So as you straighten and pull it, you want to maintain a little space under the low back. And you might start to feel a little bit of waking up in your lower or your deep abdominals. Keep really light on the leg that's moving. Almost like it's floating off the ground. Keep alternating. Let's go for 4 more. Check in with low back and hip bones for 3. Good. Lower back, staying still for 2. And on this last one, let's all straighten the right leg and hold. Right leg long on the floor, arms up, hands together. We're going to start to rotate to the left. So you're going to turn your arms, your shoulders, your head to the left. So the right shoulder can come off the ground and back to the center. And again, turning to the left. Right shoulder comes off the ground and center. And turn to the left. And the goal here is to keep, again, the lower back really still. We're moving the rib cage though. So the rib cage rotates, the shoulders, the arms, the head. As you turn, let's take a breath in. So as you rotate, take an inhale. Exhale back to the center. Going left, inhale. Exhale back to the center. And again to the left. Inhale. And exhale, center. Good. To keep that going, I want you to try to reach the right leg a bit straighter. Really reaching through the toes as if your right leg is growing long. And that that might change a little bit of the sensation as you rotate away from that leg. Okay, adding on, we're going to turn and bring the left leg to tabletop. So you pull that left knee in as you turn. Lower as you return to center. So rotating left, bringing the left knee in towards chest and back to center. Again with an inhale to pull the left knee in. Good. And center. I'm just going to watch you guys for a few reps here. As you rotate, again, we want the low back to keep a little space. So keep a little gap there. Yep. Good. Great coordination. And Angelata, we're only turning left. So we turn left as you pull the knee in. And then just go back to the center. Yeah. Good stuff. You might start to feel here your left side hips starting to work at the front. Good. And Nancy, keep your arms super straight the whole time and together as you rotate. Yeah, good. Let's go for 3 more. And these little things really add up to give us really good support for our lower backs. 2. And one last one. Back to the middle and switch legs. So now the left leg is straight, right knee bent, right foot flat, and little space under low back, hip bones level. So reset there if you need to. And now we're going to turn our upper bodies to the right. So lifting the left shoulder, turning through arms, shoulders, and head, and return to the center. So turning to the right, and return to the center. And turning to the right. So you can think of your head and your arms and your ribs all like they're one piece. So as you rotate, the lower half of you stays still, the upper half rotates away. Good, now try that on an inhale. So you take a breath in as you turn. And exhale to the center. Arms stay straight the whole time as you inhale and turn. And exhale, center. And again, arms straight. Inhale, turn. Start really reaching the left leg long. Imagine you could reach it out of your body. Especially as you turn, you might feel a bit of waking up of the left side abdominals as you reach the leg long. And we're going to start to pick up the right leg. So as you turn, bring the right knee in towards chest. Lower down as you come back to the center. Turn and bring the right knee in. Lower down to center. Taking an inhale to turn and bring the right knee in. And turn. And turn to bring the right knee in. Let's go for 4 more. Try your best to keep the lower back really quiet so the space stays the same. And 3. Reaching left leg long and heavy, right knee in for 2. Good stuff. And one last one, we rotated lift. And back to the center. Stretch both legs long. Bring your hands under your head, elbows lifted up. And with both legs long, most of us would have that tiny space under the lower back that's naturally happening. Don't let your legs be lazy. Let's really activate them so they're stiff as they reach long. Start to nod your chin gently. We're going to press the ribs down as we come up into a little abdominal curl. And hold the curl at the top, again, keeping a little space under the low back. So it's just enough to get the ribs to sink. And then roll back down, bone by bone, bring the head down. Nod the chin, ribs heavy as you curl. And roll back down, bone by bone. And nod the chin, take an exhale, ribs heavy, curl. And roll back down, bone by bone. And as we do this, make sure you're not yanking your head. Okay? It's just a slight nod of the chin. But really, it's the sinking of the ribs that picks you up. Okay, keep that going. And on the next one, we're going to hold it. So curling forward with the ribs heavy and hold. Take a look at your hip bones. Make sure they're level. Okay, we're going to press the left foot into the ground and pick up the right leg. You're only going to go as high as you can push that left leg down. I'm going to count to 4 as we lower for 4, for 3, stay curled, for 2, and 1. And then uncurl, head comes down. Take a breath. Ribs heavy, exhale, curl forward and hold. Push the right leg down now and pick up the left leg. We'll use the front of the hip. And lower down for 4. Stay curled for 3. Ribs heavy for 2. And 1. Nice control. And lay that down. Take a breath. Nod the chin, ribs heavy to pick you up into that curl. Press the left leg down strongly, lift the right. And if you feel like the left leg stopped pressing, you went too high. So the left leg is the star of the show. Keep pressing it down. And lower the right leg now for 4. And 3. Make it really stiff, reach it long. 2. And 1. And head comes down. Last one, we curl forward, press the right leg down, lift the left leg up, and lower for 4. Keep those ribs heavy, stay curled for 3, and 2, and 1. Good, and head comes all the way down. Nice. Okay, bend your knees in. Arms by your side. Tip your shoulders back a little bit into the mat so your arms have more connection to the floor. Press your feet down. Let's lift the hips up into a bridge. And we're going to roll down the spine to come down. So think of sinking the chest and coming down sequentially through the spine, rolling down. Press back your shoulders, feet, lift up, and roll down the spine. Press back through shoulders, press into your feet, lifting the hips up, and roll down the spine. And just pay attention to see where in your spine, where in your back, are you more fluid and more open, and where is it a little bit more sticky? And for most of us, it's our mid-back that's a bit more sticky. So see if you could get some movement through there. Using your exhale really helps. So try exhaling as you roll through, especially that mid-back area. And 2 more. Lift up. And exhale to sink the chest. Roll down. 1 more. Press again. And sink the chest and roll down. Okay. Now from here, you roll over to your left side. And fly right down on your arm. Knees stacked, feet stacked. And see if you can create that lift under the side of your waist. So last week we practiced kind of reaching the hip to create that space. So you're going to lift and hold. Okay, now from here, you push the bottom knee down as you lift the top leg. So the whole leg lifts, the foot as well, and lower back down. Keeping the space underneath you, push the bottom leg down and lift the top leg up and lower down. And just watch my knee here. As you lift, I don't want you to point it up. Keep the knee pointing forward. That's it. So pressing down through the bottom leg, space underneath the waist as you lift. Slower. Excellent. Think of lifting from the side of the hip. Okay, side of it. And a little bit towards the back thumb. And stop. And exhale. Press bottom leg, lift the top leg. The bottom leg really is the star of the show. The more you can press it down, you get a bit of stability here to lift through the waist. So there's lots of space under you. And if you find that that's kind of challenging, like you're sinking the waist, you could always slide your hand under your waist. A reminder. up. Let's go for 2 more. Pressing down your bottom leg, lift your top leg 1 more. And come down to hip height and hold there. So the knees align with your hip. Good. And now with your rib cage, I want you to just slide it back a little. Because most of us are really open in the chest. Just slide the ribs back. See if you feel your abs turn on a little bit more. And now we're going to let our knee travel forward. So the knee comes forward in space. And then press back through the heel, trying to get the knee behind you. Good. Bottom leg heavy as you bring the knee forward. And press back. And again, the star of the show is the bottom leg. Keep it anchored into the ground. That will give you the stability to have a nice big movement in that top leg. Yeah. Good. Okay, adding on now. So on the next one, as the knee comes forward, you're just going to kick the leg straight and press back through a straight leg and bend the knee like you're kicking your bum. So bend knee forward, straight. Take back and curl. It's like you're riding a bike with one leg. So leg goes forward, kick. Back and bend. So imagine you're riding a bike and keep using that bottom leg, pushing it into the mat for 3 more. Need to feel the side up for 2. Space under your waist for 1 more. And come all the way back to the center, lower your knees down. Okay, so from here, you're gonna bring your top arm up, support your head with your hands, and let your head be heavy, so you're not holding it up. And we're just gonna start to turn back again through the chest, the ribs, the head, and the arms. Taking a breath in. And an exhale back to the center. So keep your knees stacked as you reach back. Take a breath in the chest, shoulders, ribs, head. And an exhale back to the center. And again, inhale, turn back. Big breath in. And an exhale back to the center. Just 1 more. Kicking back, big breath in. And center. Okay, we're going to put the 2 together now. So keep your arm up, reach your top leg straight. You're going to flex your ankle this time. So reaching through the heel, kick forward as you turn back through the chest, head, and arm. And then let the leg kick back as you turn forward through head, chest, and arm. And leg kicks forward as you turn back with the upper body. And leg kicks back as you rotate forward through the upper body. Good. So it's a nice corkscrew, so have fun with that. But continue to push the bottom leg into the ground. That's where you're going to get your support from. The more stable you are in the bottom leg, the more free you'll be through the top side. So for 3. And 2. And 1. Good. And back to the middle. Lower all the way down. Okay, you're going to push yourself up. Stay on your left hip, but you're going to split the knees. So my left knee came forward, right knee back. So you're in this kind of double 4 stance. Okay. Left hand down on the ground. Right arm is going to go up and over. Let's take a big breath in. You'll let your left arm bend as it needs. And then control back up. Arms float out. Okay, so tip your ear to the left. Find the floor. Big breath in. Exhale as you recoil, coming back up, arms to a T. Let your head tilt over. Big breath in, big reach. And an exhale to come back up to a T. Nice work. So keep going with this. And you almost want to press up through the left arm, almost like you're bouncing up with a spring. Yeah. Up and over. And push up through the left arm, bouncing up with a spring. Nice. 2 more here. Up and over and push through left arm. Once more. Up and over. And push up now with your arms, twist to the left and bring both hands down. And now you're just going to swing your legs around to come onto hands and knees. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips. We're going to push up through both arms, nod the chin, curl your tail to round side. And lift your head, lift your tail, and arch. Pushing up through the arms, nod the chin, curl the tail and round. And lift the head, lift the tail and arch. I want you to really practice using your arms here. Push like you're pushing the floor away as we round. And lift the head, lift the tail, arch. And press like you're pressing the floor away to round. And lift the chest, lift the tail, and arch. Good. So you come back to the center. Come down on your forearms. Or we do the other side. Let's curl the toes under. Okay. Now from here, I want you to again push the floor away and really think of getting tall to the back of the arms. Like you could lift your chest away from the floor as much as possible. Press into your toes, and we're going to lift the knees just an inch to about ankle height, and lower the knees down. Okay, so tall through back of arms, push the floor away, lift the knees, roll back. Amazing. Good, tall back of arms, press toes, lift the knees, and so try that on an exhale. Exhale to lift. And inhale down. And I like to imagine as you lift, you exhale, it's like you're tightening a belt. Imagine you're pulling your hip bones together, tightening the belt, and lower back down. Good, last two. Exhale to lift. Inhale lower. Tall, right up into the armpits. Last one. Exhale and lift. And inhale, lower. Good. Okay, I'm going to go to the other side. But before we lie down, let's go back to this figure four position. This time the right bum is heavy, so your right leg is forward. So right knee in front of you, left knee behind you. Arms to a T. Let's tip the ear to the right side, find the floor, big stretch up and over. And an exhale to come back up, arms to a T. Think of growing tall. You're up as you go over. And an exhale to come back. Growing tall, up and over. And an exhale to come back. Good. We're going to add a little bit of speed to this. So as you come up, you want to push off that bottom arm and almost spring up. Yeah. Go over, big breath. Push off bottom arm and spring. Inhale over, push up and spring. One more. Inhale over and push up and spring. And relax the legs. We're going to stack the knees and come down to lie on your right side. And let your arm really rest on, let your head rest on your arm. Create a space under the side of the waist down, so you're really long through the top side of your torso. We're going to push the bottom knee down as we lift the top knee up. And lower back down. Aim to keep your knee pointing forward as you push the bottom leg up, down, lift the top leg up. That's good. And again, bottom leg presses down, top knee up. Good. And let's add some breath to that. Let's inhale to lower. Use your exhale to help you lift the leg. Inhale to lower. Press down, exhale to lift the leg. Good stuff. So keep that moving and bring your head again to your ribs. See if you can keep them light on the floor. So either lifted right off or light on the floor. And that will make your bottom leg feel even heavier, which is great. So keep using that bottom leg to lift. And now can we take our ribs at the front and just tuck them back slightly so our mid back is nice and full. So ribs light and ribs back. Good. Last two here. Ribs up and ribs back. That's it. And one more. And hold legs at tabletop or at hip height. From here, you're going to let the knee travel forward, the top knee travel forward. Press your bottom leg into the floor as your knee travels back in space. And the knee travels forward. Press the bottom leg into the ground, let your knee travel back in space. And as it moves here, again, we want the torso to be really still as possible. So the ribs are lifted and back. Now that the leg is moving forward and back, our low back sometimes will want to help. So you want to keep the lower back really still as well. Try your best. Natural little arch in the low back as your leg moves. When we travel back, it's the wobbliness. So just go to where you can stay stable through that bottom leg. Now on the next one, leg comes forward, hold, kick the leg straight, and then press it back and bend the knee. Imagine you're riding a bicycle with one leg. Forward, back, and bend. It's very circular. Kick, back, and bend. Move forward, kick, and back, and bend. Good. The bottom leg becomes even more important here. So keep pushing it down, lifting the waist for two more. And once more. And once you're done, stack the knees, rest them down. Bring your top arm up to vertical. And let your head really rest on your arms. Knees stay stacked. Let's turn back through the chest. So the chest, the shoulders, the head turns back. Big breath in. And an exhale as you travel back to the center. And an inhale, press the knees into the floor as you rotate back through the upper body. And an exhale back to the center. And an inhale again to rotate back. Shoulders and arms. Exhale back to the center. And just one more like that. Let your head be heavy as you inhale to turn back. And exhale, center. Hold there. Reach your top leg long. Let's put it all together. Ribs up, ribs back. So from here, you're going to kick your top leg forward. Rotate back through the ribs. And then kick your leg behind you as you rotate forward through chest and shoulders and head. And kick forward as you turn back through the ribs. And kick back as you rotate forward. No matter where you are in the sequence, keep pressing that bottom leg down. Bottom hip, knee, foot, all presses down as you move. 3, good, 2, nice big corkscrew, and 1. Good, back to the middle and rest your legs. Okay, rotate onto your back or turn onto your back. Knees bend and feet flat again. Okay, so from here, tip your shoulders back towards the floor gently. Press into your feet again, and let's lift the hips up into a bridge, holding this one. Holding your bridge. You want to make sure there's no sensation of your lower back compressing. Okay, they might feel like it's working a little bit, but you also want to feel the back of the legs. Okay, from here, shift your weight into your left heel. So push the left foot down strongly, feel the left thumb activate, and we're going to lift the right heel off the ground. Just the heel. And now we're going to switch. Push the right heel into the ground strongly. Shift most of your weight into that right leg. And lift the left heel. And lower. Push into left foot. Lifting right heel. Push into right foot. Lifting left heel. As you alternate your weight or shift your weight from side to side, keep your hip bones level. Try your best. These hip bones stay aligned. So if someone took a snapshot of your trunk, they wouldn't be able to tell that you're shifting weight side to side. So 4 and 3 and 2 and 1. Both heels down. Lift your arms up. We're going to reach them back by the ears and start to roll down the spine. So you're sinking the chest, rolling down the spine. And keep your arms back and stretch your legs out long. And we're just going to try a roll up. Some of us will be able to do it, some of us won't be able to do it, and it's totally fine. We're going to lift the arms up, nod the chin, and start to lift the head and shoulders. And if you need a little bit of help here, use your arms to help you push up and roll all the way up to sit tall. Thanks. And from here at the top, we're going to do that little pelvic tilt that we practiced at the beginning. So you know, let your tailbone tip towards your heels and lean back. Take your time, stiffen your legs to roll down. Big breath at the bottom. As you exhale, reach the arms, nod the chin, bend ribs, stiffen the legs. And if you need help, use your arms to push you to that sticky spot. Rolling up to sit tall, big breath. And then we tip off the sitting bones, curl the pelvis under, so we curl the tailbone. And that same sticky spot is probably where you feel like you're plunking down. So just take your time, trying to control it. Let's do one more. Nod the chin, curl the ribs, reach the arms, and roll up to sit tall. Good stuff. Okay, so flip back over to hands and knees. And I want to work on that rotation that we did last week. It looked really, really good. So you want to shift your weight now into the left leg and step the right leg back. Curl toes under. And then open your left arm to a T. Left arm to a T. By your side. Okay. We're going to open the chest on the left as we push up through the right arm. The right arm really gives us the range to open the chest on the left. And then come back to a T. On the next one, same idea. Push to your right, open left, but reach the heel back a little bit on your right side. Really stiffen that leg, reach the heel, and back to a T. Push through the right arm, reach back for the heel, open the chest, and back to a T. Awesome. Try that on an inhale this time. So you push the right arm, breath in. As you rotate, reach through heel. Exhale, back to a T. And once more, push the right arm, reach the heel, rotate, open. And exhale, back to a T. Step your arm and leg back in. And switch sides. So left leg back, curl the toes under. Push up tall through the left arm. Open your right arm to the T. And it's all about the left arm. You're going to push up tall through the left to open your chest on the right. Take a breath in here. And an exhale as you return back to that T. And again, left arm pushes up. And I want you to feel that you're getting taller and taller on the left arm. And an exhale back to a T. As you push up through that left arm, feel how the shoulder blade moves a little bit. It's like it widens away from the spine. And back to a T. Two more. Let's reach back through the heel, really stiffening the left leg, push through left arm. And back to a T once more. Reach through left heel, push up through left arm to open and come all the way back down. Step your knee in. And I'm going to give you two ways to come up to stand. So you could always bring one foot forward and come right up to stand. or we could go into a pike. For those of you who like to pike, you're gonna curl your toes under, push up through the arms, reach the hips back, and then rock your hands into your feet to roll up. Nice work. Okay, so we're gonna work on our lunges and our blocks. So if you'd like a wall or a chair for balance, you can grab that now. And we're gonna start with our left leg forward, right leg back, with the heel lifted. So back heel lifted. Square your hips and try to get your knee over your ankle. So left knee over ankle or a little ahead of the ankle. Okay, so from here, we're just gonna do a hip hinge, letting the hips travel back. Push through the heel as you come up to stand. So the legs stay the same. We're hinging from the hips forward. Press through the heel as you come up to stand. And again. Hinge forward. Press through the heel as you come up to stand. Again. Hinging forward. And as you put your weight through that left heel, just feel like you're waking up the whole leg, but especially through the side of the glutes. You can even make your right foot lighter. You're not quite feeling the glutes turn on yet. That's it. How about two more like that? Just hinging forward. Press through the heel, unhinge. Once more. Trying our best not to use the low back. Hinging forward. Press through the heel and up. Okay, now step that right leg in. We're going to keep our weight on the left, and we're going to do our clock. Okay, so we start by stepping the right leg as forward as you possibly can, bending the left ankle, knee, hip, and then step back in. Now 45 degrees out to the side. Bend, and don't worry about being level in the hips. I just want you to find your boundary, and then step back in. And now we go straight to the side with the side lunge. And step back in. We go back 45 degrees. And step back in. Go straight back into the lunge. Good. And step back in. And we're going to go across in a curtsy, 45 degrees, go as far as you can. And step back in. Good. Let's try that again. Going straight forward. Really shift your weight to the left leg. Use the left leg to push you back up. 45 degrees forward to the side. Use left leg to push up. Good. We're going to go straight to the side. Side lunge. Use left leg. Push back up. 45 degrees to the back. And press up. Straight back into a lunge. Press up and across like a curtsy. Press up and shake out the left leg. Okay. We're going to go back to our straight lunge, right leg forward, left leg back this time. Squaring off the hips. If you're unsure if you're using your low back or not, you can always bring your hands there. And we're going to do a hinge forward. So the low back stays the same as you hinge. Push through the right heel as you come back up. And we're hinging forward. Legs stay the same. Push through the right heel to come back up. Now I want you to use their whole footprint, but just favor the heel a little bit. That will connect you up the back of the leg to your butt. Good. And hinging forward. Press the heel to come back up. Work. Hinging forward, letting your bum travel back in space. Press the heel up. One more. Hinging forward. Let's keep the hips square. Press up. And step both feet in. Keep your weight on the right leg. And we're going to step the left leg as forward as we can to find our limit. So you really are going to feel your ankle bend on the right side. Step back in. And then 45 degrees to the side. Step in. Directly to the side for a side lunge. Use that right leg. Step in. And then we have 45 degrees to the back. in, and straight to the back, step in, and then across like a curtsy. Bend that right leg, and in. And again, straight to the front. Now I want you to keep your right leg heavy and use it. Power up through the right leg. In. 45 degrees forward. Keep your weight on the right. Step in. Good. Right to the side for a side lunge. Heavy on the right leg. Use it to step in. Good. 45 degrees to the back. Press in. Straight back into a lunge. And in. Last time here, across to a curtsy. See how low you can go. And press in. And shake it out, shake it out. Good. Okay, so just stand with your feet hip distance apart. Instead of doing arm arcs today, we're going to end with squats. Okay? So you want both of your feet to be evenly weighted, heels right under sitting bones, and start to bend at the ankles, the knees, the hips to squat back. Press through both legs evenly, coming out to stand. And again, squat back. Press through both legs, up to stand. And squat back. And press through both legs, up to stand. Once more, squat back. Press with both legs, up to stand. Now hang your arms in front, take a big breath in. And as you exhale, just start to nod your chin. Let's roll down the spine, bone by bone. At the bottom, just give your head a little shake if you'd like, and your arms. Take another big breath in, and as you exhale, let's roll up, driving the heels down, feeling for the whole back of our bodies working to roll us up. Okay, and we're all done for today. Thanks, everybody. Great job.
Thank you.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you, Nila.
Thanks,
Thank
everyone.
you.